parents, faculty members, members of my board of trustees, Mr. Henderson, chairman, and my dear graduates. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2019. Before I begin, I'd like to thank all of you who supported the event about the long-term journey to become men and women of success and high value. This year, we are very honored with our state officials and community leaders attending our graduation ceremony. Our fellowship will include Ms. Juliba, the director of the Officer Charter and Renaissance School, and Ms. Sierra Gray, program coordinator at the Office of Charter and Renaissance School. Please give a round of applause. We also have some community leaders, Ms. Patricia Walsh, she is a freeholder in Somerset County, Mr. Mayor Bill Kramer, Mayor of Franklin Township, Ms. Patricia's family, she is a member of Board of Education in Franklin Township, Mr. Steve Jobin, the CEO of the Raritan Bay Area YMCA, and Marian Lawrence, Vice President of the Raritan Bay Area YMCA. Please give them a round of applause. Today I stand before you as a personification of pride and happiness. I find myself on this podium experiencing numerous emotions. Perhaps most obvious that I'm filled with a great sense of happiness and accomplishment. My board, staff, faculty, parents, and students all together, hand in hand, we have put much effort to ensure the success of all our students, including this graduating class of 2019. We have accomplished so much this year. Every year since the Charter Accountable to Principles was established, CJCP has been designated as a Tier 1 charter school by New Jersey Department of Education, which is the highest level of this designation based on several measures taken into consideration, including the state tested of graduation rates and so on. And every year, New Jersey Department of Education issues a summative ranking for all public schools, including charters, in the state of New Jersey. CJCP ranks in the top 50 public schools out of 2,150 public schools across the state, with a summative ranking of 97.9%. CJCP has made CJCP has made it to the list of best U.S. high school buses by U.S. News 4 years in a row, placing itself on top 10% among all high schools across the nation, and number 2 among all charter schools in the state of New Jersey. In addition, we have produced 100% of graduation rate and 100% of college admission rate for 4 years college of 2011. CJCP has also laid out its mission of preparing students for post-secondary education. Over 80% of our graduates have earned college credits during their year in high school. 86% of our students, 86% of our class of 2018 enrolled in post-secondary education by the fall of 2018, where the state average is 72%. By the way, when I say 100% graduation rate, it's not just simply 100%. Around 30% of our graduates are first-generation college students. In addition, our students have been awarded over $14.2 million scholarship in college. While all of them deserve great recognition, I'd like to recognize 3 amazing students with the highest scholarship award. Oriana Marota, She was awarded $1,093,000. And she's going to attend Rutgers University for biochemistry with credential track. And the next one is my Therese. Over $1.2 million scholarship. They both attend Rutgers University for marketing. Last but not least, CJCP. She has been awarded $2,002,000. She's going to attend Rutgers University Honors College for Economics and Cognitive Science with parallel track. CJCP has a very supportive learning, community. We managed to work together for the success of all our students. And we all know that nothing happens by chance. Our parents, students, and teachers have put much effort collaboratively to make this achievement come true. Particularly, I'd like to recognize our teachers. Our teachers go above and beyond what is expected of them. They stayed after hours and came on weekends to offer extra help to ensure that each child maximizes his or her potential to learn. And now these students sitting in front of us are the living proof of this hard work, dedication, collaboration, and enthusiasm. Please join me recognizing our teachers. Our second focus highlights the work to put together many events and activities to support our students beyond the classroom. Many of them dedicated their time and energy to help create and maintain a setting where our children feel safe, nurtured, flourish, and excel. This is how we become a brand of success. This is how we have become a family, united and standing together around one mission to achieve, to teach our children to be lifelong learners wherever, whenever. Please join me recognizing all our parents who gave us. Last but not least, it's my distinct honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Kyle Anderson. Mr. Anderson has had a distinguished life and career. Born in New Rochelle, New York, and raised in Iceland, New Jersey, Kyle Anderson learned early on by watching his father, James, a parking lot attendant with no formal education, rise to senior vice president and future partner at the fourth largest parking corporation in the United States. Those early lessons taught them that a person can be whatever they put their mind to, and that there is no single path to reach your dreams. Though Kyle's father did not have a college education, he saw to it that his 4 children would receive one. Kyle attended the College of New Jersey. In New Jersey, he majored in public administration and was a member of the football team, and years later he would be inducted into the school's Hall of Fame. Upon graduation, Kyle returned to his college to serve as a football coach and academic advisor. It was during that time that he developed a passion for helping others realize their dreams through coaching and mentoring. At the conclusion of his college coaching career, Kyle returned to his hometown in Woodbridge Township. Professionally, he has management and leadership positions in insurance and finance and health and pharmaceuticals. He would often be recognized as a person with natural leadership skills and the ability to grow strong relationships. Kyle has received many promotions and recognitions for his work, but he still has a passion for mentoring and coaching. He returned to his youth football and cheer program that his son was now participating in, and in 2000 he began his volunteer career as a youth football coach. By 2005, he was the lead president and the founder of a membership program that taught young men to basic and social ethics, financial literacy, and community service. He became a community leader, and in 2010, Kyle was appointed by the town council to the housing authority as a commissioner. In 2011, he became the first person of color in Woodbridge Township, which is the oldest municipality in New Jersey, to ever be elected to public office by being elected to the town council. Kyle began to serve on boards such as Middlesex County College, Workforce Development, Juvenile Detention Alternative Initiative. In 2018, Kyle Anderson was appointed by Governor Phil as the Executive County Superintendent of Middlesex County. In his role, Mr. Anderson oversees 26 public school districts and 4 charter schools. Mr. Anderson presently resides in Colombia with his wife, Denise, an engineer with ADD, and son Anderson Kyle, who is a teacher, a doctor, and a veterinarian student in Colombia, and a daughter, Naya, who is also graduating today. Congratulations. And friends, Brian, and please join me welcoming Mr. Ireland.
Your excitement today. I'm very excited as well because my daughter is graduating from Woodbridge High School in about an hour. So, yes, thank you. I'm the father of 5, so as you can understand, I can't be late to that event. So if you see me sneak off after my speech, I am with you in heart, but I have to be with my daughter in presence. Dr. Sturcan, members of the board, members of the faculty and staff, parents and graduates of Central Jersey College Prep, congratulations, you made it. I offer greetings and congratulations on behalf of State Education Commissioner Dr. Lamont Repillette and Governor Phil Murphy. This is a day of celebration, commencement, the end of an era, the beginning of a new one. Graduates, this is the moment you've been waiting for since you stepped through those doors as a freshman 4 years ago, unless you were at the school when you were a little younger. A few months back, Dr. Sturcan asked me if I would be interested in speaking at your graduation. Before I agreed, I asked him if I could tour both branches of the charter while the schools were in session. I wanted to better understand the philosophy and the culture of your school. I wanted to see the students and the faculty as they went about their day. What I found was a warm and inviting staff and a diverse, vibrant, engaged student body. You all should be commended for creating a culture of family and cohesiveness when in this day and age, it is so easy for us to be divided. To Dr. Sturcan, I congratulate you for being a leader with unselfish vision, an inclusive vision that encompasses the hopes and dreams of young people, their families, and ancestors. As I look into the crowd, I see so many people from different ethnicities and cultures. I can only imagine the hopes and dreams of your ancestors, and that today is a part of their dream. Receiving a quality education is promised to us by the American dream, and today you have turned that dream into a reality. To the faculty, job well done. You prepared this class for their first flight. The impact you made will last forever. Let us not forget that education is what survives when what has been learned has been forgotten. Carl Menninger has said, what a teacher is more important than what she teaches. To the student body, in my biography, you will see that I reference that there is no one path to succeed in this life. Your journey is not going to be the same as the person sitting next to you. Everything will be different. So whether your next step is to enter the military, go to college, learn a trade, or enter the workforce, Just realize this is a part of your journey to become the person that you wish to be. Kendrick Lamar said, I know I can't turn that one. If I'm going to tell a real story, I'm going to start with my name. Some fans out there. This is so true. All too often we are focused on how others are living their lives through social media. You have to do what Rihanna says. Live your life and keep on climbing. I have twin boys that are 12. When they were 6, they got bicycles for Christmas. As I took them out to the park to teach them how to ride, I realized the instructions I was giving them were lessons in life. Number 1, if you want to move, you have to push your feet. Number 2, you need to balance or you will fall. Number 3, if you want to go into a different direction, ease into your turn or you will fall. In order to see where you are headed, you have to pick your head up or you will go wherever the road takes you. And if you're going too fast, you must hit the brakes or you will crash. And finally, wear a helmet. Lastly, as you embark on your journey to make your mark on this world, you may find yourself in unfamiliar territory. You may feel a little lost at times. It's okay. Being lost does not mean you have no direction. It just means you haven't chosen one yet. Sometimes you need to lose yourself to find yourself. Eminem said, you better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. And Mahatma Gandhi said, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. And on Sundays, my grandmother would sing, I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. This confirms that there is no set path, and we need to go out and experience this world for ourselves, to meet new people, to embrace culture, diversity, and change. As a child, my mother would decorate our home with all kinds of things, but what I remember most were some of the poems. One in particular was a Ralph Waldo Emerson excerpt that said, and I didn't understand it for a long time as a child. I would read it over and over. Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. You have the keys to the kingdom, and there are many doors. All you have to do is open one, and you will start your journey. Remember, there's not much difference between deciding and being undecided. But deciding says that you're in control of your decision. Congratulations to the class of 2019. Always remember to move yourself, to prove yourself, to see yourself, to lose yourself, but most importantly, be yourself. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Now I would like to welcome Class President Priya Neal to the stage.
Hi everyone. I'm kind of nervous, so hopefully this isn't just gibberish. Okay, so as much as I'd hate to bore you with my anecdotes, I'm going to do that anyway. I remember going into my first class on my first day of school here and taking in the decorations on the wall. There was a poster with the quote, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take," with a cute little basketball hoop on the background. Of course, I thought, wow, that's cheesy. But every time then on that I found myself afraid to do something, I'd think back to it. Sure, it sounded like the motif of a Disney movie, but it was fundamentally true. Whether I was joining a club or signing up for a class, I'd be like, Priya, I know you're not good at math, but if you don't do this, then there's a 0% chance of it working out for you. Check those odds. When it came around for student council elections, I knew that I wasn't the most outgoing, socially competent, or experienced candidate. But I also knew that if I didn't put my name down on the ballot, the opportunity would be lost forever. Fortunately, it worked out, but I give all of the credit for that to my grade. Let me tell you something. In any situation, I would always choose a grade that cares, even if we don't always see eye to eye, over one that doesn't. If I had to attribute one characteristic to the class of 2019, it's passionate. It's this passion that caused a small war in the comments section of Google Classroom over our homecoming theme. Mind you, there were 108 comments, and our poor advisor, Mr. James, got an email for every one of them. It's this passion that led to the AP standoff of 2018 between AP Environmental Science and AP Chemistry over who was the superior science. Turns out we were both bad enough to get the courses canceled the following year. It's this passion that allows the guys in the locker room to riot all of Somerset with their debates over how much Flynn really carried the winning team in hockey. It's this passion that allowed our grade to join together for haunted hallways, only to be shut down 15 minutes into the event by a fog machine. I often find adults mocking our youthful idealism in one way or another. But why shouldn't we be idealistic? Our whole lives are ahead of us, and the future is ours for the taking. It's what differentiates you now, and it's what will carry you into your future. There are many people that base their lives around money. If you come from a certain background, it can feel like your only options are med school or law school. I could stand here and tell you guys all day about how you don't have to follow a predetermined path in life, but I need you to believe it. Are you the same person you were in middle school? In freshman year? Last year even? You don't have to cram all of your character development into these 4 years, or even the next 4 years. What you want to do now may not be what you want to do later on. Last week, I saw the son of a family friend who's graduating college next year. He comes from very smart, successful parents. He told me he changed his major at the end of his junior year. He decided he didn't want to go to medical school and instead committed to another year of undergrad to get enough credits for this. I thought, wow, that's never going to be me. But it could be, and so what if it is? We don't know who we're going to be in the next 3 years. Don't feel like you're obligated to live up to the expectations of others, because as nice as it makes you feel, your happiness isn't rooted in the approval given by them. Better you disappoint now and prove yourself than live a life that isn't yours. Also, know that you can never be a disappointment if you're doing what you love. It means you trust yourself, and if you don't trust yourself, who's going to? Finally, I would like to thank all of the teachers and staff that saw us as people. To them, we are more than just our PARCC scores, our honor rolls, our grades. We had worth before and after we received our college acceptances. Shout out to the teachers and staff that knew and cared about Christine before Princeton, that know Mike by more than just his scholarships. You don't exploit us, you only love us, and none of this would be possible without you. Thank you for helping us get here today, and thank you to my grade. I've been saying a lot these past few weeks that I'm excited to leave. What I really mean is that I'm excited to take this next step in my life. Because who could want to leave the class of 2019? We are and will always be a family. It's a privilege being your president.
Thank you, Priya.
Can we give it up for the class of 2019? Not only are we the most academically and athletically achieved class in CJCP history, we're also the most attractive, right? Now that everyone has had their applause and recognition, I think we should talk about the most important right now. The most important person right now is me. I came to school as a 6th grader 7 years ago. 7 years of CJCP. Yeah, that might not be a lot to you parents out there. It might be a lot to you like babies out there. But for me, it was a huge chunk of my life, and it changed me a lot. You know, a lot changed in 7 years. Different music and fashion trends, different teachers and new students. We've moved schools. I've had like 8 different hairstyles. And my voice is still the same. But I digress. The point is, we've known each other for a while, and that's what makes this graduation so heart-wrenching, for me at least. As even if you don't think you'll miss anyone, you have to admit it's going to be weird not spending time with the same people you saw every day for so many years straight. I hope we all remember the small moments or tidbits about each other, and hopefully the good times resonate more than the bad. I'll for sure miss the long walks with Drew after school, seeing Priya burn her eyes out with toothpaste, seeing Nick scream every single day. I know that for many, I'm probably going to be remembered as that smart kid. I mean, not to toot my own horn. Maybe it's because I'm Indian and I wear glasses. But I don't think I'm that smart. Personally, I think I'm smart. I think that everyone is smart in their own way. I know that sounds like stupid, that sounds cheesy. But whenever someone calls me smart, I just think of all the sleepless nights I spent studying, just the whole night, without any sleep. And I didn't know which was bigger, the bags under my eyes or the bags that I had to carry to school every day. Talking about Ms. Doshi's AP biology class, she gave way too much work. You know you did. Regardless, all I did to get where I am today is persistence, having goals, or to put it in layman's terms, just wanting it. Now, what I mean by it is, it could be anything. It could be if you want to be rich, be successful, you want to get married, you could get or just get a college degree, But if you put your mind to it, you will get it. Just by putting the time to put in the work and have a goal in mind. This class of 2019 has impressed me with how much thought and power they have both intellectually and socially, and how much we all want it, no matter what it may be. We all want different things in life, and some of us may not know what they want. We don't have life figured out yet, and that's okay. CJCP may not have been the greatest experience for everyone, but what's important is that we learn and we grew as people. I mean, middle and high school should not be the peak of your life, all right? We will grow and we will evolve in the next 4, 5, 6, whatever, how many years. We all want different things in life, and some of us may not know what we want. We don't have life figured out yet, and that's okay. But if you put your mind to it, you will get it. Just by putting the time to put in the work and have a goal in mind. This class of 2019 has impressed me with how much thought and power they have both intellectually and socially, and how much we all want it, no matter what it may be. We all want different things in life, and some of us may not know what they want. We don't have life figured out yet, and that's okay. CJCP may not have been the greatest experience for everyone, but what's important is that we learned and we grew as people. I mean, middle and high school should not be the peak of your life, all right? We will grow and we will evolve in the next 4, 5, 6, whatever, how many years. We all want different things in life, and some of us may not know what we want. We don't have life figured out yet, and that's okay. There's a Dr. Seuss quote that said, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." Alternatively, some cried because it happened, smiled because it's over. Either way, whichever one you are, that's okay. Contrary to popular belief, we have our whole lives ahead of us, and we have the potential to do amazing and world-changing things, every single one of us. Now, as a graduating class going into the outside world, we have a responsibility. A responsibility to follow our passions, our dreams, and aspirations regardless of our upbringings, where we came from, or external factors that may play a large role in our lives. These are the things that we cannot control, but what we can control is our future and what we do and what we choose to do with the cards that we've been dealt. The opportunities for success is within all of our grasp, as success is defined differently by different people. For some of you, it may be money, wealth, fame, and fortune, while success for me could be eating baked beans in the back of the theater while watching Cars 2. Either way, that's success. And hey, if you have a goal, you should achieve it. Everyone's goal is different. Everyone's path is different. That being said, there's no doubt in my mind that every graduate in this room is going to do great things. At the end of the day, it's not about the grades or the status that will be remembered, but how strong our bonds are and how many lives we've touched. The class of 2019 has been a fantastic few years, and from the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the very best.
Thank you, Vinay.
I am so glad I did not trip up the stairs. So guys, I guess this means we made it. We survived. I'd like to start out by saying thank you for giving me the opportunity to come up here and speak. As this chapter of our lives is coming to an end, we'll be welcoming a new one that's surely to be filled with many challenges, but also many inspirational and happy moments. But right now, I'd like to take a moment to reflect on our time here at CJCP. I've had so many great experiences, and it's all possible because of the people here. From breaking tables at school dances to random streaming and chanting sessions, courtesy of Brandon and Drew. And almost being kidnapped at my own house by my friends, Nick. I was not only able to develop here academically, but also on a personal level. And I've always been a really anxious individual, so finding moments where I can focus on other things instead of being overwhelmed by anxiety, that was really important to me, and I had a lot of chances to do that here. Although we just finished high school, and I don't think I'm the most qualified person here to give life advice, I'd say the most important thing that I've learned is that it's okay to ask for help. Someone once told me that in any kind of relationship, it isn't always going to be giving 50-50. Sometimes it'll be 65 and 35 or 75 and 25. But the point is, sometimes one person just has to step it up to the other. And in those moments, you shouldn't be embarrassed to ask for help because these people are going to be there to build you up and they are your support system. And sometimes you have to let yourself fall so that you can learn how to pick yourself up. I think it's also really important to recognize that no matter what successes you're aiming for, taking care of yourself, including your mental health, should always be your priority. And this is something that I'm still working on. I hope that in the future our school could work harder to address more issues such as mental health. Because let's be honest, our GPA isn't really going to determine how successful we are or how much we matter. This year we had some really amazing people establish Social Awareness Club and Black Student Union. And these people are Tiffany, Zach, Jordan, and Brandon. And they worked so hard to establish a safe space for students to talk about the difficult things, and they're setting up a foundation for future students to talk. And I don't mean like difficult things like why Strike 3 was a bad movie, Renee. I mean topics like racism, colorism, homophobia, things that many of us would have to face in the future. It would be really hard to say goodbye to what I've known for the past couple of years, but looking back at my experiences here at CJCP, it's unforgettable and I have a lot of people to thank. I'd like to thank my brilliant teachers, especially Mr. Rada and Ms. Doshi, for sparking my interest in the sciences, Mr. Santos, Mr. Adam, and Ms. Bennett for helping me step out of my comfort zone and helping me think critically. And of course, Ms. Rabia for being a mother figure to us. She always gave us chocolate so that we would behave. I'd also like to thank one of my biggest motivators, our counselor, Mr. Suslu. Over winter break, I had a lot of stuff to do with college applications, and I kept texting him. And let's be honest, when you're a high school counselor, you never really get a break. So thank you for everything. I'd like to thank my friends for putting aside the competitiveness in the school and being real people that I can rely on and love. They are truly one of my greatest support systems, especially Nick, Ruben, and Jelly for dealing with my really ugly crying face when I'm upset, and Kiana for fangirling with me over the past few years about One Direction. No, I'm still not over their breakup. And of course, Kevin for always preaching to me about God. Learned so much. Most of all, I'd like to thank my family, especially you, Mom and Dad. I remember being younger and having both of my parents hold jobs that took a lot of time, which meant a lot of time away from me. And I didn't really understand it back then, but being able to get to this point right now, I just want to say thank you for everything. And I know now all the sacrifices you have made for Caitlin and I, and how hard it was for you to be immigrants to this country. And thank you, Grandma and Grandpa, for taking a chance on Dad when he came to the country as a refugee. I know we're not family by blood, but you guys always love me just the same. And of course, my aunt, whose strength inspires me every day, Aunt Amy, I've learned so much from you. As we all graduate today, we'll be headed in different directions, but it doesn't mean that we can't come back here or that we'll let go of all the memories that we've made. In 8th grade, we wrote letters to our future self, and we actually got the letters back the other day. I wrote about how I felt so lucky to be surrounded by such amazing people, and I still stand by that. We're a family, and I wouldn't have rather spent the past 4 years with anybody else. So graduates, good luck to all of you. You amaze me, and I know all of you have the capacity to reach your dreams. Make sure you have a big story to tell. Thank you.
Now we'll hear from Ms. Jackie Lewis, a member of our Board of Trustees.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. Dr. Surgeon and the CJCP administration, thank you for this invitation. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to thank the entire faculty and staff of Central Jersey College Prep Charter School for preparing these students for graduation and beyond. Moms and dads, families and friends, they did it. And you all helped. Seniors, I'm delighted to witness you receive your high school diploma today and celebrate your awesome accomplishments. Seniors, you did it. You showed up, you studied, you did the projects, collaborated with your peers and fellow classmates, and got the job done. Congratulations. Parents, do you remember yesterday? They all graduated kindergarten? It really was yesterday. Moms, you cried your eyes out with pride and joy, while dads, you fidgeted to contain your excitement and joy. I don't have much to say, but I pray that God love be with you wherever you go. I pray that He will protect you, whatever you do. I pray that joy will fill your heart because you deserve every good gift a wonderful life can offer. God bless you and enjoy the day. Thank you so much.
Please move your tassels.
Woo!